Alright, without pulling all of the floorboards up, we have two major leaks that I can observe. One is about a midships port side. It's near where we made our repairs, but it's adjacent to that, but that's it. You see this little artesian well down here, and I'm going to repair that today from the inside. It was actually, if you see the line right here of the diagonal planks, it was actually all along that diagonal plank yesterday. So the soaking up has slowed this down considerably. As a matter of fact, that little artesian well was about 3 inches tall yesterday. So it may actually, just with soaking, close up, but I'm going to try to close it up with a few screws and at least slow it way down. You hear the pump operating now. It operated yesterday on, at first, I never thought it was going to shut off, but within an hour or two, it was operating 7 minutes off and about a minute and a half on. We also have some major leaking. It's not minor by any means. We have some major leaking back here in the back. It's not the rudder port anymore. Rudder port's sealed off very well. We have just a tiny drip off the rudder port, which is negligible. Matter of fact, you need some water to lubricate. We normally tighten the rudder port to where it doesn't leak at all, so I'm going to try to tighten that guy today. Space is very limited in there, but we'll try to do it. Most of the leakage seems to be coming from underneath. It's either accumulating underneath this piece of wood that the strut is fastened through. You see the 4 bolts for the strut. That's propeller strut. There's a bearing in that, and it's just forward of the propeller. It supports that end of the shaft. It may be, though, associated with some leakage we've got back here, which the guys didn't get to dip test, so I may be repairing the leak that you sent me a video on last, gosh, it's almost a year ago, I think now, but whenever, maybe a half a year, maybe it was September, October of last year. And we've got a small amount of leakage here, so and that's no different than just all along the chines, but it all seems to be, there's quite a bit by the time it gets collected here, but we'll continue to watch this today. I'll keep it hanging here. I've got the pump on the charger, and I would imagine we're starting off where I was last night with a 7-minute off time and a 1 or 2 minute on time. You've heard the pump actually already shut off. Got the new starter in place, and we have put a product called fluid film on the starter. We may need to pull the starter off every couple of months and recoat it and check it at least until we get a handle on the starter issue. What's going on with the starter is this boat was originally built for an engine that had the flywheel at the other end of the engine. In other words, the flywheel would be very far out of the water that's sloshing back and forth in the bilge. This flywheel is back at this engine. It's the forward end of the starter, so that puts it very low in the boat, and you get any salt water in there, that the flywheel is this item with the teeth on it. Whoop, I'm hiding my own holes. Still hiding the hole here with my, but right through that window, that's the flywheel, has teeth on it. It's actually about 1.5 feet in diameter, and that gets, those teeth get down in the water and kick that salt water up and blow it into the starter, and that's where the issue is with the starters. Okay. And I've got another issue this morning. The engine will start when I'm depressing the start button but not run, so got to troubleshoot that little electrical problem. Okie dokie.